Hello. My name is Jolanda Bush. Welcome back to the channel. I am the team leader of Team Crown Jewels. Today, I wanted to come and talk to you about hosting a party with your host and what you need to do before the party. Okay, I broke this down in three different steps. Okay, prepare your host. What you want to do in preparing your host, you want to work with your host in making a potential guest list. Remember, the more the better. So encourage your host to invite as many guests as possible. Ask your host what styles and colors the guests will love to see at the party. And make sure you have those styles and those specific colors at that party, okay? Sit down with your host, set the date, set the time, set the location, so you guys can know exactly the date, time, and location of where the party will be hosted. And make sure you allow adequate time to get to the party for display and setup. So you want to make sure you get there early, like maybe 2.5 hours early, to set up the jewelry, to display and set up the jewelry, and then kind of go over some things with your host. Okay, help your host in our invitations. Remember to make the delivery in person if possible. You also can send out emails. You can do it by text, via social media messenger. There are some ways that you can send out those invitations. Okay, encourage your guests to invite friends to come with them. Invite. So you have your host to invite and have your host to have the guests to invite. So encourage them to do that, and you can give out giveaways for that as well. Okay, send periodic personalized reminders once a week prior to the party and the morning of the party. So you want to remind your guests once a week up to the time of when that party is going to happen, and then the morning of the party. So you can send out, like if you're doing it on social media, on a Facebook page, you can do sneak peeks of what the guests will have to look forward to for when they come. So do some things like that for reminders. Also, allow the hostess to select her hostess rewards. So when you sit down and talking to your hostesses, let her look at all the jewelry and let her choose what pieces that she would just absolutely love to have. And the more she claims, the more motivated she will be to get some sales going. Okay, so let her choose as many as she wants. And then then just sit back and let the party start, and let her have a great time, encouraging her guests to shop so she can get all those fabulous pieces. Okay, now the second tip is a few party prep tips. One thing you don't want to do, you don't want to overwhelm your host with these big, oversized, elaborate setups. You want your setup to be nice, but you don't want it to be overwhelming. So just have a nice setup where you can get it set up and tear it down quickly and efficient, so it won't be just overwhelming trying to get things set up, and it takes the entire 2 hours where you don't have time to sit back and relax before the party and talk with your hostess. And so you want to make it simple, not too simple. You want it nice, but you want to make it where it's not overwhelming. Okay, let your hostess wear one of the newest pieces that you have. Okay, let your hostess have a piece on, and then you have a newer piece on as well, and make sure you have those pieces at the party. Okay, and that'll generate some excitement with the new pieces. Okay, and when you're cleaning up and ending the party, just a tip on how to travel with your jewelry and wrapping it up. Some people use saran wrap to wrap their jewelry up, or I think it's called pallet wrap, to wrap around, especially if you have it on your pegboards, to wrap around your jewelry to ensure that it's stable and it's not going to be moving all around, going to the party and then going back home. Okay, those are some few tips of prepping tips for before the party. Now, tips on gathering your supplies. Okay, inventory. So you have to make sure you have inventory. The more you stock, the more you sell. Okay, as a general rule, especially at events or at a hosting event, you want to have a minimum of 4 to 5 of that one piece, because a lot of times you have at least 4 people want that same piece, 4 to 5 people want that same piece. So make sure you have at least 4 to 5 of those pieces, okay, for your guests. Also, make sure you have your sales bags. Paparazzi do have the pink paparazzi sale bags in the back office. If you want, we also have those gift bags. If you want gift bags, like if you're gonna do giveaways, you can have the paparazzi gift bag for that. So those are some things that I think will be great to have ready for your party. Also, yard signs. Make sure you have a yard sign when you go to your hostess home. Put the yard sign in her yard, so her guests would know this is the place I need to be. This is where the party is at. And then her neighbors, if they hadn't been invited, they may knock on the door and inquire about it. So make sure you have the yard sign in the yard. You want to also make sure you have mirrors at the party. More than one. You want to have multiple mirrors at the party, so multiple guests have an opportunity to look at themselves, try it on pieces, and don't have to wait to someone finish with the mirror. So you can have like maybe 3 to 4 mirrors on hand for your for the customers. Okay. You want to have a cash box or money bag to make change for your customers. And also, if you're going to do, I do the square, so you want to have, if you do square, if they don't have cash, you have your square, you can swipe, or punch in the credit card. So make sure you have those things readily available. Also, apron. I love my paparazzi apron. I love it because it has 3 pockets, so you can go in the back office to get that as well. It has 3 pockets on there. I always put my cell phone, because I do of course use my square. I have my cell phone and square in one pocket, I have the coins in one pocket, then I have the cash in the other pocket. So I utilize all 3 pockets, and I think that's why I love it, because it has 3 pockets and I can utilize all 3 to the cash to make change. And I think the apron is a great tool to have. So go in the back office and get that. Also, make sure you have your business cards. Business cards, what I like to do is I prepare my bag beforehand. I put my business card in there. I put how to take care of jewelry. And I also have information about the business in the bag. So make sure you prepare your bag beforehand. That way you don't have to worry about putting that stuff in there. It'll already be in there and be ready to go. All you have to do is get your tissue paper, or if you have your things still in the bag that it comes in, you can wrap it up in your tissue paper and put it in the bag. Okay. Frequent buyer loyalty cards. If you want to utilize those are also in your back office. You can go get those cards and hand it out to the customers, because what you want to do is you want to add them to your Facebook page and to your business page and your VIP page, and utilize those loyalty cards for those things. Future client collection box and customer information slips. So on the slip, you want to make sure that every guest complete the slip out, and then do a giveaway at the end. Just pull the names out and do a giveaway from that list, okay? And then this will give you an idea of guests that may want to be on your a new inventory email list, or instant message list if you're going to do it via social media. Guests who want to know more about the business, or guests that simply just want to be your customer. So you make sure you have your slip. Now you can do this by going to the back office and get the Paparazzi offer a box to do this with the slips. You can go in the back office and get that, or you can have a make up your own sign up list with those different categories on there. Okay. Make sure you bring a jewelry toolkit. In each kit, we got a jewelry toolkit. If something happened to break while at the party, you're able to fix it right then and there and put it back for sale. Okay. Or if the customer, you can continue the sale with the customer after you fix that piece. And you can also get that in the back office if you need more toolkit, if you need another toolkit. And make sure you take your calendar. Why? Because you want to set up new hostesses for parties, okay? And then you can offer an incentive for those who host. You can offer free, they're already getting a free piece simply for hosting a party, but you can offer a second free piece if they follow through on that party. So those are some things that you can do. Those are the 3 different categories. Prepare your host, a few party preparations tips, and gathering all your supplies that you would need to have at that party. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you share, subscribe, and thumbs up the video. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day.